Wow, we finally got that Spider-Man trailer. I don't know about you. People kept talking on the internet, "Hey, we're getting the Spider-Man trailer. Oh, it's been leaked." And I just kept expecting we're not getting it for a little bit, not until the fall. At the earliest, maybe when Shang-Chi came out, it could be one of the trailers. And lo and behold, last night, less than 12 hours ago, it dropped. We finally got this Spider-Man trailer, and I thought maybe it'd be just like a teaser trailer. It could technically be a teaser trailer, but we actually got a really good sense of sort of the basis of the story of the plot, which is which is really helpful actually to give us a sense of what's going on. Now, speaking of which, when we had the end of the previous Spider-Man movie, and by the way, that was just less than 2 years ago, I was really curious with that scene, that credit scene of we have the newscaster revealing that Peter Parker is the person behind Spider-Man. And I was deeply nervous, very anxious about what that means for Peter Parker. What next? Where to go? And we see it seems like it's going to be at the beginning of this movie based on the trailer of him dealing with that reality. But, and I had heard that Doctor Strange was involved. So then he seeks Doctor Strange out, which will be really interesting, sort of sweeping that sort of reality under the rug and then moving on to whatever is going on next. I mean, look, Doctor Strange is a really interesting figure in this. I was surprised. I didn't actually count how much time on screen Doctor Strange was, but it seems like he has a big influence on this movie. I'm really interested to see how that works out for both Doctor Strange, also Doctor Strange's development as we lead up to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And then also we get him talking in this trailer about the multiverse. I suspect that there's going to be a lot of unraveling, and that's going to then lead into Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which, I was already getting excited for with WandaVision and to see the development of Wanda and her story, her character. And now we get to see sort of a little bit of a development on Doctor Strange's side leading up to that. So I'm really excited what this movie will do for Doctor Strange, giving us a little bit of a sense of momentum going into Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So I'm really excited for that. As well as, of course, we have what happened at the end of Loki. And we have the opening up in the multiverse, making these things possible. So I really wasn't actually that excited for Spider-Man because I was nervous based on the end of the last Spider-Man movie. Plus, we have 2 other MCU movies coming out before we haven't had 2 movies coming out yet. We still have those on the way before we even get to Spider-Man. But this actually does get me kind of excited for it. Now, I do have to make one comment, which is we get to see Doc Ock at the end, and I will admit to you, just between you and me, aside from seeing the first Spider-Man movie in theaters with Tobey Maguire, maybe the second one, I really haven't seen any of the Spider-Man movies. Crazy. I might get some geek demerits for having revealed that. That's just the honest truth. So I know that between now and December, I have some homework and to develop my geek cred, or at least to salvage some of that. I clearly have some homework to do in catching up and watching the Spider-Man movies, because we might have some villains from those Spider-Man movies in this movie itself. So those are just 5 things for me. I'm glad that we finally have this trailer out. Really interesting to see the development of the multiverse. Interested to see what happens Spider-Man. I'm really curious to see the development of Doctor Strange and what leads up for him into that sequel, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And yes, I do have some homework before this movie comes out. All right. Well, for watching, and I'm excited for more in the MCU. All right, thank you so much for watching.